Hey, my name's James Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about where can you invest in 2023? Where is going to give you a good return on your money? Now, things are so uncertain at the moment. As you probably know, if you're a regular viewer on this channel, we've got rising interest rates. We've got a recession that's going to be one of the longest recessions in history, they're predicting. Inflation is still running rampant, and it's not really all on the right path at the moment. However, there are a number of places that you can still invest that you will get a good return on investment even at today's rates. So I want to talk about those and really get your input as well. Maybe you've got some places that you think we should have on this list. You can comment below and let us know. You never know, if some other people invest in there, that might push the prices up, which will also help you. Now, one thing that's very interesting from this list is the majority of the places that are really good to invest at the moment are north of Birmingham. There's not much in the south, and that's been like that for a little while. Now, London historically has been good for capital gains, which means that the house or apartment or condo, whatever you want to call it, the value of the property goes up, but the yields aren't particularly great. So when I invest in the south, you have to put a bigger deposit down, because when you get a buy-to-let mortgage, the lender wants to make sure that you're actually going to make some profit, because that gives them the security that you're going to make sure that you pay the rent each and every month. Now, that's an interesting business model, isn't it? Because any other business that you might have, you're not fixed to make a profit, whereas this is a great thing about property investing. So let's look at the list and discuss these. So first on the list, which was pretty good last year as well, is Nottingham, right? So Nottingham is been a great place to invest. Now, they've had some decent house price rises in the last year, and that's expected to continue. Most of this list is based on the fact that there isn't enough rental stock at the moment. And so there's universities there's lots of positive stuff going on in Nottingham. And so if there is a lack of rental properties, then that's good for landlords, isn't it? Because rents are getting pushed up. If you could go into the market and maybe refurb something that's off the market at the moment, that's good for the local area as well. So Nottingham is a great place to go and check out. Let's look again up north. And the second one on our list is Leeds. Now, over the last few years, Leeds has had some overdevelopment. They've had a lot of projects that happened in Leeds, and initially some of those projects struggled to get sold or struggled to get rented out. But that's now caught up because building work slowed down in the area and all those properties have now gone. So Leeds is now a good place again. So many strong fundamentals in Leeds. You've got universities, you've got hospitals, you've got all these things that you want in a city that really push rental demand. And there's not enough rental stock again in Leeds, as other areas of the UK also have, but this area is particularly strong. So Leeds is a good one. Manchester, not too far away, is also looking good for 2023. So Manchester has had lots of problems where they built lots of stuff. People were expecting those properties to just lie empty. All of them pretty much sold or were rented out pretty quickly. So Manchester's a very vibrant place at the moment. There's lots of decent sized businesses in Manchester. So I actually ran a digital marketing agency for a number of years. There's a lot of digital agencies up north, which brings in really, really well-paid experts that want to rent somewhere nice. And so Manchester has had that going for it for quite a while now. And so Manchester is a place, again, a lack of rental stock, a lack of quality rental stock as well is important to say on that. So if you can go in there and really make sure your property is at the high end of the market, you should do very, very well in Manchester. Next, this is one where a lot of people have been working on for a while, and that's Liverpool. So the last few years, Liverpool has been a place where there's been streets and streets and streets that have just been derelict. And investors have been going up there because there wasn't many good deals in London and in the south. So they've been going up to these northern cities. Liverpool was one that's had a lot of regeneration. A lot of investors have already jumped in there, and that's brought the quality of the stock up in the Liverpool area. There's still plenty of renovation jobs that you can get up there. If you look on Rightmove, there's loads of stuff that needs work. But what it is showing is that when you do the work and you get that refurbished, there is that rental demand there as well. So there's very good yields in Liverpool, and that is continuing, and whole areas are being brought up together. Because sometimes you might find an ugly house, but everything around you stays ugly. But there is a lot of investment going into Liverpool, just putting that stock back into a quality standard, and that's a good sign. Lots of investors are still going that way, and so that's somewhere where I would consider refurbishing and renting out as well over that way. Now, you guys know, if you watch my channel, this is an area where I am looking to invest even more. So I've got properties in Doncaster, and I picked Doncaster purely because I've got people that can support me there. So with my marketing stuff that I do, I actually have a client up there, Moss Properties. They're managing my stock in Doncaster. And so there are all these northern towns, and you might have a connection to one of those. So they're all pretty close to how good the rental yields could be and all of these sorts of things. But maybe you've got a connection there. Maybe you know a builder in the area. Maybe you've got a family friend that can go and check on things for you if you're based in the south, so you don't have to keep going up there. That's why I picked Doncaster. Another reason is that last year Doncaster got city status. Not many places get that. So in the Jubilee, they got the city status, which is a really powerful thing, and that helped with house price growth. In the news yesterday, they did say that Amazon is actually closing down one of the warehouses there. And someone that I know in Doncaster was saying to me last night on WhatsApp, oh my God, there's 18,000 jobs gone in Doncaster. That's not actually what happened. Amazon is cutting 18,000 jobs on a worldwide basis, not in Doncaster. In Doncaster, they have 400 jobs, and they're moving those anyway. So they're not actually being made redundant. They're closing one warehouse and moving them to the other warehouse at the other side of the city. So not actually losing any jobs in Doncaster, but it was quite a big headline that I saw there. But Doncaster is a great place. Again, tons of external landlords from all around the country are investing in that area and just bringing that city back to life. So that's a really, really powerful thing. So Doncaster is a good one. Next is Newcastle. So the problem with Newcastle was that you could buy property cheap, but the rents were really low. Now they've increased quite a lot in the pandemic, and rents are now at roughly £1,000 per property as an average in Newcastle. And so that's a great thing. As an investor, it means the yields are good now. So Newcastle is a great place to go and invest, and that's where I would be looking as well. And so next one is Birmingham. I was considering Birmingham. So if you watch my channel, actually, before we get to the last two, do like this video, guys. So smash the like button over there. Do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. We're on a journey to 5,000 subscribers now. We've got nearly 4,000. So thank you to everyone that's subscribed. Help us get to 5,000. Now, Birmingham is a place, when I bought with my daughter, so those of you that have watched my content, you know that I'm actually building a portfolio for my two daughters. I've got Amelie, who's 2, and Georgia, who's 22. First off, we started with Georgia. We bought her 2 properties last year, a house in Doncaster and a flat in Dorking. But we actually viewed about 10 properties that were going through auctions and the like in Birmingham last year. We never really found something that tickled our fancy. Some of the projects were just too big. Some of the properties were overpriced. The market was quite high still then. And that's why we were looking at Birmingham and Doncaster. We actually found the deal finally in Doncaster that worked for us. But Birmingham's still very, very good. They've had all sorts of like funds that go in. You can get fast trains to London. It's not that far away from London at all. It's very, very good opportunities in Birmingham. So Birmingham could be a great opportunity for you to invest. And the last one that we want to talk about, where they've got a severe rental shortage, is Derby. And so Derby has great universities, it's got some big businesses there, it's got lots of graduates there that are on decent salaries that want decent accommodation, and there isn't enough. And that's driving up rents because there isn't enough rental supply. So if you could come in, give them what they want, then Derby could be a great area as well. So these are some hotspots for 2023. There are going to be others. Now, look, really, anywhere is a hotspot if you buy at the right price. And that's the thing that you really want to get your grips around, is that anywhere, it could be a little village in the middle of nowhere. If you buy that property at the right price, then that could be a great investment for you. But some of us, we want a list at least. So where can we start? Here's your list. So we've got Nottingham, Leeds, Manchester, Liverpool, Doncaster, Newcastle, Birmingham, Derby. These are based off the facts that these places do not have enough rental stock. Rents have been rising. House prices are likely to keep rising there over the long term. Maybe not this year, but over the long term, they're going to keep rising as well. So there's some great opportunities. So go and invest. Go and start looking for some deals in those areas. Do keep watching this channel, guys. We've got new content every single day, and I want to make sure that you get yourself invested in 2023, because this is the opportunity. Lots of people watching this channel are saying they want to buy when the market goes down. Well, it's gone down. It is going down. There are people that need to sell at really good prices at the moment. So there are some great deals around. We're going to do some education this week. So I'm going to pin a comment where you can click on that and register for a webinar with us, a live training with me, where you can learn all the strategies that will make you some money in 2023. So click on there, register, and come along and learn some stuff. I'm James. Thank you for checking out my channel. Go and check out all the other content, including this video right here. Bye for now.